Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats. And they've been playing football here since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Oregon Ducks taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First down here for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. Taking a shot on the first play. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense set on first down. Complete to start this drive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. And that pass intercepted. Even with minimal gain on return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. And he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end. They can bat the ball down. They can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll come out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down for the 16. He's looking to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. Just keeps moving. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Line getting set on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete downfield.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him, Tom.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on
I fucked that up.
the RPO, throw to the right, looking for
Trying to
the
switch my guys
there
and
to
shit.
make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And into the end zone.
That's crazy. Outside like that.
The big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Bearcats! And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to pass on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Damn it.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Headphone.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Buys a little time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Try to get it to the edge.
Oh, he sealed this.
Across the 25, he's got room. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A 1st down run in the red zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the move. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up for it.
It's good.
That makes the score Cincinnati 21.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, open them this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
God, them niggas suck at blocking.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. Makes the catch on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Floating away. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Cincinnati! What a catch and run for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Nevada. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go up.
Headed to the end zone. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. First down for this offense. They'll run it to the right. Tripped up for the tackle. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket starts to collapse. Using the quick game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Ducks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lets it fly. He's got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll go to the air. Let's it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
Ran it home.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's on me.
Step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. He'll just keep slinging it. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws for the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Good timing on the quick out.
How do you take a bad angle like that?
And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Oh, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's the handoff. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. He's got an open man. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll try the run. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Touchdown Bearcats! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line, David Holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Getting some heat.
That ball supposed to be gone.
Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going to take a shot at this DB. And
Oh, he dropped it? Oh, my gosh. What's wrong with this nigga, man?
If he could have squeezed it.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly deep down.
Oh, this shit got underthrown.
Picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick,
I'm throwing against the wind.
to give the
Fucking dumbass.
Nice catch by
Going against the wind, man.
A lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Tackled immediately after the catch.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're a little waterlogged. You can play touch football at an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Cincinnati 42, Oregon 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's caught down.
I gotta get depth on that. That's on me.
Get an assist on that tackle.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
He's got him and they convert. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly.
All right. Oh, let's go.
The fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 17 to Florida Atlantic. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to run it. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. And here comes the offense on second down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Bounced off his feet.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Third down play from the gun. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This is such a frustrating feeling. When you got a defense that drops back, takes away all the immediate options, does a really good job with the first play, the pass play, but then you got a quarterback that just pulls it down, easily gets the first down. I just don't know how you stop a guy like this.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost...
And down he goes back into 3.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires left.
Oh, come on. Throw the ball up a little higher, dude.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Quick completion to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And the Ducks pick up the first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down. It's no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins that time.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. The AT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Catch the
He
ball.
wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking to take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
He's got it. Smashes through. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And man, they're taking advantage right now.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40.
Dude, that bit way too late.
And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down. And he's thrown another interception. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. After this, it'll be a wrap. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying